All right, here we are at our 2016 Harris Solstice 220 Tritoon for sale here on the beautiful fresh waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. This one is powered by a Mercury Verado 200 horsepower 4-stroke outboard motor. We've currently got about 185 engine hours shown on that. And this is the triple pontoon package. We've got 25-inch diameter pontoons. We've got an aluminum Underskin splash guard, helps with it reducing its drag. We've got 6-inch lifting Strakes. We've got LED docking lights. We've got exterior lights. We've got underwater lights. We've got some interior lights. Speaking of those lights, let me flip on these exterior lights right now, and I'll show you. Basically, we've got a little bit of a accent. You probably see it more in the water. But we basically got a little accent lighting underneath this Rubrail around the exterior of the boat. And then that stuff around this little water mat here. And then that also, it's gonna have some underwater lights just underneath the surface there. And that's that 200 horsepower Mercury Verado 4-stroke outboard motor. We've got a 4-step swim boarding ladder, 40 gallons of fuel in that center pontoon. There's that other underwater light over here on your port side pontoon. Stainless steel prop. About 185 hours on this. We've got a mooring cover, canvas bimini top. We've got this repositionable rear seat. I'll show you what I mean. That right there is going to get you in that rear facing reclining position with storage integrated underneath of that large sun pad back here on the rear deck. Ski tow bar. And of course, you got the safety chains going in between the ski tow bar and your railing. Flip up tie up cleats. Got a pair on the stern of the boat where we are now, another pair up there on the bow. This one's rated for 13. Got 10 cup holders, an upgraded Polk stereo system, AM, FM, USB auxiliary input stereo. We've got a repositionable and removable lounge table right here. I've got it in the bow position now. That can be moved back next to your captain's seat, as well as just stowed away. With that table in place, you've got 10 cup holders throughout. And of course, we've got the roto-molded plastic sided seat bases. We've also got some Fender Clips. I'm going to show you what I mean here. I'm going to pull out this fender here, and we've got, I believe, 4 of these throughout the boat. And this is basically goes on just like that right there. And when you want to take it off, right like that, comes right off. Take it somewhere else. Another spot right here. So basically, we got 2 on either side, 4 total. Those little quick clips. And we've also got the luxury vinyl woven flooring throughout. Flip down armrest here on all of your lounge seats. Those will flip up and down. And there's a Polk audio subwoofer. We've got 6 Polk audio cockpit speakers. You basically have your 3 up in the bow of the boat, subwoofer right there in the middle, and then 3 more back here by your captain's seat. And we've got a Polk audio amplifier underneath the driver's helm. So of those 10 cup holders, we've got 3 lighted cup holders. See a little bit of an accent light around the edges of that cup holder. That's off. That's back on again. And then we've got some accent lighting around your seat bases as well that complements that. This one does not have a pop-up changing room, but we do like to say that it is changing room compatible, because a changing room frame and canvas would mount on the other underside of this storage compartment, and then it can be lifted up and down. A little bit of a scuff right here on this seat back, and I believe that is about the only thing I've noticed on the interior. This one is clean all the way around with very little visible wear. We've got a door stay that's showing a little bit of wear, and that is about it. We do have the little flip, well, more of a pull-up driver bolster seat than a flip-up. You get the idea. We've got 2 armrests. Maybe a little wear on the underneath side of that, or is that just dirt in there? Nope, that just rubbed right off. That's just a little bit of dirt right there. I also want to point out this driver's seat. We've got a little bit of a raised mount here, and that's always nice because that's going to give you a better view up over that forward seat if you do have this loaded down. This one's rated for 13, so it can take a crowd, and if you do have a crowd, you want to have a little bit better view over that seat. And I also want to point out it's an upgraded steering wheel. We do have the hydraulic power assisted steering. You've got the upgraded Mercury shift throttle controls. You got a small little lockable storage compartment right here by your driver's seat. Another cup holder there. 2 more just forward of your driver's seat. And then here's that Polk audio. This is an AM, FM, USB, auxiliary input, Bluetooth ready, satellite ready, and it also has the NOAA weather band. So I flip that power switch, and we function test everything on this one. So right there, that's coming on that weather band right now.
Thursday, partly sunny. A chance of rain and snow in the morning, then rain and snow.
But then you've also got the ability to switch your modes here. Go over to radio, USB, auxiliary input. You get the idea. So nice interior lighting throughout, under your seats, around some of your cup holders. Exterior lighting includes underwater lights and around the Rubrail. Function test at the horn. You got a 12-volt power outlet right here. Drive trim gauge. And then we've got a tachometer with the built-in hour meter, fuel gauge, battery voltmeter, and then we've got your SmartCraft gauge right here in the center. One more turn of the key and that'll power on. Got a Humminbird depth finder integrated over here, currently showing 52 feet underneath this, which comes in about right. And then here's that SmartCraft gauge, and that's going to kind of go through its checklist, showing your battery pressure is good and everything checks out. And so this would be your economy gauge. It's going to let you increase your miles per gallon by adjusting your trim and your tachometer to the most fuel efficient settings. And then you can flip through here with all your other different options. You can keep track of your speed, how much fuel you've used, your miles per gallon, remaining fuel range, remaining trim. There's your fuel gauge. And you've got a couple different options in here. These are the ones that the current owner has been using. This is a one owner boat. This is purchased new in 2016. Could turn that key off. 184.6 engine hours I believe is on that gauge. We'll round that up, call it 185. And then moving on here, we've got this flip up and down armrest along with that integrated cup holder. Got a nice large storage compartment right here. A lot of people put a little waste bin in there. And then we've also got dual batteries. Battery battery selector switch right underneath this corner seat. Right in there. Back into place. And then here's that second position for that removable lounge table. And then this rear seat back, that simply will go forward or back depending on where your seating is. And then here's that other walk-through gate. This takes you back to the swim deck. And there's that Mercury 200 horsepower 4-stroke. Engine, 40-gallon fuel tank, ski tow bar. Again, there is a mooring cover. Current slip that this one in is not transferable. The seller is keeping it. They are actually upgrading to a newer boat model. That's why they're selling. But if you need a place to take this one here on Norris Lake, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to walk you through your options of where to get on a waiting list at and who's got slips available at the moment. And if you haven't already, you'll want to click over to our website, which is www.yournewboat.com. That's where you're going to find the most up-to-date list of our inventory currently available. That is where you'll see exactly what's in inventory, what's available, what is pending, as well as current asking price of this one. I'll mention that in the video tour because they'll sometimes change with the seller of this one with his new boat on order. Sometimes that motivation will change as it gets close to its delivery date. But if you just take the time, open up a new tab or window, type in yournewboat.com, click enter, it's going to, you'll see that orange lettering there. Look for the Find Your New Boat button in the top left-hand corner. When you click that, it's going to show all of our inventory and order price. And all you got to do is scroll down till you see the 2016 Harris Solstice 220 Tritoon, again with this Mercury 200 horsepower. This one's going to run out just under 40 miles an hour. It's going to be about a 30. Be able to cruise comfortably in the mid-30s with the full load on this one, and depending on conditions and fuel and your Bimini top, whether it's open or closed, you're probably going to top off around that 38 miles an hour range. And this really is just a clean one all the way around. We got a few little scuffs on the sides of the tunes, but really just scuffs, you know, rubbed off from bumpers here or there. Nothing that concerns me one bit. And it has been lift stored, and we're actually down sitting a little bit lower in this lift than where it would typically go. So we're actually about ready to raise this one back up. You can visit the website for more information for the current asking price. If you've got any questions, please reach out to us through there. You can reach us by phone, by text, or by email, but we do like to remind you, if you call us on the phone, you get our voicemail. If you'd like to return a phone call, please be sure to leave a message. If you do one better, if you leave a detailed message, let me know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. We're often without cell phone reception, so if you take the time to do that, as soon as we get back in cell phone range, your call will be returned, your questions will be answered. You can also text us. You'll see our raw contact information there at the website at yournewboat.com. And you can also send us an email. We do also like to remind everybody, if you send us an email and it's been one business day and you have not received a reply, please check your spam folder. It should be in there. We are usually pretty quick about returning all of our calls and emails. And here's this video concludes. You'll see yournewboat.com logo pop up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. And that's just a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can see those lifting strakes right there in between the pontoons now. We've got it up out of the water. But yeah, do check your spam folder. If you send us an email and you haven't seen a reply, it's probably in there. And that's going to do it for this one today. Again, this is the 2016 Harris Solstice 220 Tritoon for sale here again on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. Now, thank you again for joining us, and look forward to speaking with you in the near future if you're in the market for something. Otherwise, again, we're happy to have you as a subscriber on our YouTube channel. It's a great way to catch new inventory as it comes available and hits the market in our area. And I thank you again for joining us.